国騎士シード様が男衆がいない間お前たちを守ってやるって言ってるんだ。
はあ？
その代わり
The Isekai demo Yuyo de Ikanuku yo Desu. 7 Japanese high school students enjoy international renown for their remarkable talents. One day, these friends survive a plane crash only to find themselves in the medieval fantasy world of Freijagard, where 2 human races live side by side in a feudal society. The Byuma, who have animal features and formidable strength, and the Huma, who have a small chance of magical aptitude. After being rescued by the Byuma Winona and her adopted elven daughter Lyrule, the group pledges to use their advanced skills and knowledge to pay back the people of Elm Village for their hospitality and find a way to return back home. Tsukasa Mikogami, the Prime Minister of Japan, acts as the leader of these young geniuses and organizes their efforts to intervene in Freijagard and gather the information and resources necessary for achieving their goals. Believing that there is a connection between their current situation and an ancient legend about 7 heroes from another world who defeated an evil dragon, Tsukasa directs the others to learn about the culture around them and search for any clues leading them back to Earth. But he also gives them another instruction: to take it nice and easy, lest they ruin this world by giving it their all.
Kamitachi ni Hiro Areta Otoko. Ryuma Takebayashi dies in his sleep at the age of 39 after leading a life of misfortune. Taking pity on him, 3 deities offer him the chance to reincarnate in a world of magic where he only has one mission: to be himself and enjoy life. They bestow Ryuma powerful physical abilities as well as the affinity to master all elements and promise to watch over him. His new life as a young child officially starts when he is teleported into a forest. 3 years go by. Having spent most of his time researching slimes, Ryuma has managed to evolve unique kinds of slimes, training an army of them while developing his magic abilities. Although the young boy is happy with his hermit existence and comfortable cave home, he somewhat misses the company of humans. But after healing an injured member of a passing group of travelers from a duke's household, Ryuma is persuaded to go with them and exit the forest accompanied by his menagerie of slimes. A whole new world awaits him where his skills as a magic user and slime tamer continue to elicit surprise and admiration.
ただ甘いだけさ。ああいう技があった方が流す血が少なくて済むこともあるんだ。
私はお兄様の甘さをとても尊く思ってますわ。あまりご自分を責めないでくださいませ。
Hyakuren no Hao to Siaku no Valkyria. Some urban legends are best left untested. Yuto Sao gets more than he bargained for when he joins his childhood friend Mitsuki Shimoya in testing out an urban legend. When he uses his phone to take a picture of himself with the local shrine's divine mirror, he is whisked off into another world, one heavily steeped in the lore of the Old Norse myths. Using his knowledge gained from school and his solar-powered smartphone, he has the chance to bring the Wolf Clan, the same people who cared for him, to prominence, all while earning the adoration of a group of magic-wielding warrior maidens known as the Einherjar.
Shining Tears X-Wind. Mysterious disappearances are occurring one after another in Tatsumi Town. Kiria has a vision from a mysterious beautiful girl with pointy ears. A book talking for an alternate world is found, and Mayo, searching for her long-lost friend Zero, comes to our world. But what she didn't expect to find is Soma and Kuraha, and even less to accidentally take them to her world. Now Soma and Kuraha have to find a way to come back. But other forces are playing their part in the darkness, and Soma and Kuraha will find that going back is harder than they first anticipated. Hinamatsuri. While reveling in the successful clinching of a prized vase for his collection, Yoshifumi Nida, a Yakuza member, is rudely interrupted when a large, peculiar capsule suddenly materializes and falls on his head. He opens the capsule to reveal a young, blue-haired girl who doesn't divulge anything about herself but her name, Hina, and the fact that she possesses immense powers. As if things couldn't get any worse, she loses control and unleashes an explosion if her powers remain unused. Faced with no other choice, Nita finds himself becoming her caregiver. To let her use her powers freely, Nita asks Tina to help out with a construction deal, which goes smoothly. But while this is happening, a rival Yakuza group covertly attacks his boss. To Nita's shock, his colleagues later pin the blame on him. Tasked with attacking the rival group in retaliation, Nita steals himself and arrives at their hideout. But suddenly, Hina unexpectedly steps in and helps him wipe out the entire group. As it turns out, Hina might just become a valuable asset to Nita and his Yakuza business, provided she doesn't use her powers on him first. And so, the strange life of this unusual duo begins. Sengoku Otome Momiro Paradox. Yoshino Hide is an average girl who always seems to find trouble wherever she goes. One day, Yoshino visits a local shrine to pray in order to pass her upcoming test. However, Yoshino sees a blue light coming from inside the shrine and looks inside to find a mysterious person performing a magic spell. In a stroke of bad luck, Yoshino trips on a small bell and crashes into the shrine, prompting the stranger to catch her. Upon Yoshino's capture, the magic spell spirals out of control and sends Yoshino back in time to the Sengoku era. Yoshino then encounters Akechi Mitsuhide and Oda Nobunaga. But unlike what really happened during the era, Hideyoshino realizes that everyone in the world is female. She then decides to help Oda Nobunaga find the Crimson Armor, which is said to allow the person wearing the armor to conquer all of Japan. Hanzuki no Gekikujo, Shisho ni Narutame ni wa Shudan wo Erandiari Mason. Urano Madasu loves books and has an endless desire to read literature, no matter the subject. She almost fulfills her dream job of becoming a librarian before her life is ended in an accident. As she draws her last breath, she wishes to be able to read more books in her next life. As if fate was listening to her prayer, she wakes up reincarnated as Mine, a frail 5-year-old girl living in a medieval era. What immediately comes to her mind is her passion. She tries to find something to read, only to become frustrated by the lack of books at her disposal. Without the printing press, books have to be written and copied by hand, making them very expensive. As such, only a few nobles can afford them, but this won't stop Mine. She will prove that her will to read is unbreakable, and if there are no books around, she will make them herself.
Mahousojo Tai Arusu. Arusu believes in magic. With all her heart, she believes that magic is possible and that it can be used for good deeds and fun games. But suddenly, she finds herself transported into another world ruled by a mysterious elite of witches. And these witches don't seem to be in it for the fun. They're hard at work capturing sprites, the native magical beings of the world, and forcing them into slavery. Once Arusu realizes that her new surroundings aren't just a dream, she sets out to change things. Juni Kokuki. Yuko Nakajima has only ever wanted to be normal. She does what she is asked, gets good grades, is the class president, and even helps her classmates whenever she can. But because of her red hair, she has never fit in. With her pushover attitude, Yuko lets classmates take advantage of her, so she has nobody she can really call a friend. But on an otherwise ordinary day, a man who claims to be from another world barges into Yuko's classroom and bows before her. This elegant blonde-haired man, Keiki, claims that Yoko is his master and belongs on the throne of his kingdom. However, their first meeting is cut short as Keiki has been followed by otherworldly beasts called Yoma. He is able to escape with Yoko into his own realm. But two other classmates, Ikuya Asuno and Yuka Sugimoto, are caught up in the madness as well. Unfortunately, their troubles have only just begun, as the Yuma attack leaves them separated from Keiki. Alone in this strange new land, these ordinary students must learn to fend for themselves or die. Korija no Kora wa Sajo ni Utao. In a world covered by an endless sea of sand, there sails an island known as the Mud Whale. In its interior lies an ancient town, where the majority of its inhabitants are said to be marked, a double-edged trait that grants them supernatural abilities at the cost of an untimely death. Chikuro is the village archivist. Young and curious, he spends his time documenting the history of newfound islands. But each one is like the rest. abandoned, save for the remnants of those who lived there long ago.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.